Hello, everybody. I hope y'all doing wonderful because I'm doing okay. I just had a crazy couple of weeks, so I'm trying to unwind and get back to me cutting up. I miss myself cutting up. Also, I have a second job, and that is it's not time consuming, y'all. But when I get home, I understand I need to unwind. Like I really do. And I feel really bad because I don't want to go nowhere extra if I don't have to. And that's so crazy. Cause like typically I like to go. Like if you ever work at like DoorDash or Instacart, you have this this you want to go. Hey toy, you want to go, 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 go. You don't care. You could drive 40 miles unnecessarily because you just your car is your second home. But I want to tell you a funny story that happened about 2 weeks. Well, yeah, grandma passed away. Went to the funeral. Not this Saturday, but the last Saturday. So y'all know I'm a late body. I went and I was late. Not only that, I didn't travel. I left, and then I'm following behind a car that I'm assuming that this is going to my burial site. Oh, girl. You know what? This is like, this live, what I'm talking about, it needed to be done like on the 14th when I sat down and looked at stuff, right? But, and I'm just retracking because it's like, it's going to always come up. Like, it's always going to come up. Um, so in the meantime, I'm driving behind this car. Y'all, why did I go to the wrong burial site? Now, this is a small town, like literally everything is on the houses on one side of the road and all the businesses on the other side. So that was a terrible thing. So what did I do? I went to the burial site of a wrong person. Y'all, it was so it was so embarrassing. And my brothers and my dad was texting me and they was like, "Hey, where are you?" I was like, "I'm at the wrong burial site." So y'all just understand she kind of, her spirit was probably like this child right here. If you only knew this child, but it happens. Somebody else in this world, about 9,000 people went to the wrong burial site. Okay. So I'm gonna go to my thumbnail. Let's drop to my thumbnail. I've been talking about myself for too long. So y'all, let's talk. Let's first talk about this one guy. Now, this story did come out in 2018, and I just found it. This 25-year-old man that's on my screen bottom. Um, he enrolled back in high school, y'all. And I was like, this is so perfect with these two right here, because and he got caught. Now he's supposed to be a singer, but he was playing a ball like too great. Like, who is this guy? He's a monster. He went to he had to enroll into a school that was going to get looked at. Like, hey, I want you, and we're gonna look at you, and so on and so on. So that was his goal. His goal was to try to get back in the NBA, and go back to high school. Go to high school, maybe get a scholarship, and then somebody might see him. But y'all, why this story sound like something that Chris himself would do? Now, I'm not being a hater, but y'all, when I heard it, I automatically thought Chris because this man, he begs to talk about how much he played ball and basketball. And I'll be like, just let it go. When are y'all going to encourage kids to not to see basketball might be a great dream. I will never crush anybody's dream. But where was his like spoken reason? Like, hey, if I'm not playing basketball at 25, what makes me, and I've always, he probably got inspired by, these movies called Soul Brother. He probably got inspired by Soul Brother. He probably got inspired by one of the guys. I don't know if y'all ever seen those movies. But it seemed like he was watching the Watermelon Man. And he was like, dude. But my thing is, it's not only that. It shouldn't been like a coach, like an outsider coach. You're like, you know what? I know this pass. Hey, that's that. I was he got busted. He actually got busted playing at a game, and an old coach recognized him. So I'm like, oh my gosh, that is like amazingly funny. That made my day. Like, y'all don't understand. Like, there's some things that makes my day. And y'all reading this like whole story. Now, I just type in, if y'all want to know this story, just type in the 25-year-old man got arrested for posing as a 17-year-old high school student. Like, that's crazy. So let's get into my Jazzy life. Okay. Now, this should have been the struggle meal is real over there. Because I'll be honest with you, and I'm just going by what I'm seeing. So she might did 10,000 things since the 14th, but I was like, y'all, I gotta talk about this. I did see that one burrito that she had for Chris. Hey, wise man. Um, and I'm like, girl, who you fooling? That was one of the kids' burrito, and you had to put it on a. You had to put it like you made it like they had two burritos, but they actually had one. Just come on now, because you already said she's still. You know what? We're gonna get to it, okay? Because I don't have that much time, and I know y'all don't got that much time either. But Jazz, you said that you had a 40 count. Now I'm trying to understand how you have a 40 count, but I only see 20 box nugget. All right. Now, Jazz, you over there, I don't know what it is, but be honest with you, it should have been easy to separate those nuggets with your children. All right, I'm gonna break it down. You could gave the older ones 10 apiece, easy peasy. You could gave the twins 8 apiece, easy peasy, and little urban legend, he could got 4. That would calculate it to 40 pieces. But your butt lied. And I'm gonna be honest with you, you came on this camera completely lying, saying, well, I gave her 12. And I'm like, it's only 12. But then you was trying to make it seem like you wasn't under counting the nuggets or over counting them. So you could have easily gave those kids something easy. And now I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not trying to tell you how to raise your children, but a 12-piece nugget for a 10-year-old is a lot. But that don't even make any sense. But you got Caitlin over there having 12 nuggets, and Amaya literally looking like she's trying to savor her damn nugget by scooping the ketchup and licking the ketchup off that nugget. I'm trying to understand why that little girl was scraping her ketchup on her nuggets and licking it. Now, I don't know if y'all seen that, but I did notice it. Like, did that little girl just lick the ketchup off her nugget? Because you could tell that she went for a second, and I was like, you know what? I can't. But when it comes to you and Chris, Chris can eat 2 burgers. Now y'all remind yourselves, Jazz and Chris just did a short that they went on In and Out Burger, and she said, "Babe, I only see 3 sandwiches. They're missing one of our sandwiches." That fatso also said, "Y'all going to give us an extra fry? What you need an extra fry for? You got 2 burgers." That doesn't make any sense. Y'all over there having an eating contest, seeing who could eat the most. Now, I did see that pizza. Why the hell? Now, I'm not trying to tell you how to eat, but baby, that 2 pizzas. Now, I understand y'all diced it and sliced it, but y'all also had wings. But it is what it is, y'all. I don't. My son, y'all know who he is. He would eat a whole box of pizza to himself. And let me just rephrase that. He would eat 6 slices of pizza to himself in one night and then try to save 2 pizzas so he could eat it in the morning. Y'all, I'm dead serious. And then he realized that Little Caesar is not good after he does that. So he basically said, "I just eat 4 and call it a day." But if it's like Domino's or Pizza Hut, he'll savor his pizza. He will eat his pizza. And I'm cool with that. But at the end of the day, if your son, if your son is eating a mush pow and y'all eating 2 boxes of pizza because it's cauliflower, girl, you don't get out of here. But those sumo wrestlers over there, they can crush food. And I want to say this as well. Jazz, don't allow your children to have better memories of their childhood with somebody else than with you. I'm so sorry. That broke my heart. That little girl was scared of eating something new, and all it took was a stranger. Don't allow somebody that's supposed to be in your child life for 1 or 2 seasons to have a better relationship or a better out, out outlook on life than what you're doing. Your kids should never have to go out in public and be afraid of eating food. And what that young lady did for Maya was she was shitting on you. They use content to shit on you. And I'm sorry to use so vile language, but that's what they're doing, guys. They're not uplifting you. They're telling you how stupid you are. And they're mocking your children. I don't have anything against Hannah personally. I don't know her, but she is shitting on you as a parent. Because to be honest with you, your daughters, your kids, the way that you and Chris eat, they should be eating this on a regular. Hey, Natural Beauty. Well, get it together, 85. My son he does go when we go to McDonald's, he does ask for 2 cheeseburgers instead of a double cheeseburger. But that's basically plain. But I know In and Out probably have more stuff on it and it's a little bit bigger than just a 2 cheeseburger. But y'all, I'm getting up. But I wanted to say that never allow your children to have a better outlook on life with somebody that's supposed to be in their life for only a couple of seasons. Because y'all, I'm not going to lie to you. Hannah don't seem like the type that she's dumb and she wants somebody like Philip for eternity. I don't care what anybody say. Now she might, but eventually I think she probably will get tired of coming home smelling his feet before she even can relax. Um, him making more bills or him causing more things. Eventually she's going to be used. She wants her old life. And I feel like Hannah is going to want her old life real quick after she has his kids every weekend or every other weekend and she don't have any time for herself. Now y'all see that they do go out and they have date nights, but it's not the same when it's a system that you don't have to have. And I personally feel like Hannah might get tired of it. Um, but yeah, I want to say this. When it comes down to your children, Jazz, your kids have to split everything. Now, if you said that you bought McDonald's, I'm going to disagree with you and say that all your kids like nuggets. I'm going to be honest. I don't think your children like nuggets like that, because if that's McDonald's, they probably want a burger or a McChicken. But yeah, talking about I want them full. Like when she had said, I want them to eat and get full and then they drink. No, the drink is probably after they eat that little bit of 20-piece split in half, split in fours, then they can get something to drink to top it off. That's usually why your kids are like 20,000 times starving at freaking 3 o'clock in the morning. They can't sleep. No, girl, yes, you're right about that. But we all know that nuggets and fries do not fill up children. That's a science study. I don't know who studied it first, but it's a science study that McDonald's nuggets and fries do not fill up a kid. Okay, and for a female, and I just want to say this, Jazz, for you to stay at home all day, you could have so many creative meals done in crock pots, done in the oven. I mean, your children, the $20 or $12.99 you purchase, you could buy food with that you've been at home all day. So you don't get on this camera talking about it's so expensive to eat out. No, it's not. You don't say that same thing when you and Chris go to In and Out and get $30 worth of burgers. You don't say that then. For example, I know that y'all went to a Chinese buffet place, okay? And I know that maybe they might have kids under 4. I'm going to say under 4 get in for free. So that means Single Bug and the twins can eat for free. And the kids, they might have a half off. So again, what is your excuse when it comes down to giving your kids different type of food? You just don't want to. But it is what it is. It is what it is, y'all. I wanted to say something. I'm about to rush it, but the real shit. I'm sorry, y'all. Hold on. I've got to find it. Okay, so like I said, I have to leave in a few minutes, but I'm gonna read some of y'all things real quick. She's too cheap to get their own meal. And you know what? I'll say, okay, that's nice. $200 steak dinner. Maybe because y'all it's tax season, y'all can dine on each other a little bit. Y'all get what I'm saying? I understand that. But $59 per steak? Y'all remember that steak she had said she tried to blame that HEB gave it to her, but no, Chris swiped that EBT. Chris swiped that EBT. He was like, "Yeah, I never had this meat, and I don't gotta pay for it, and those kids can starve for the next 4 weeks until we get some more food stamps because I want this steak." Well, let me tell you something, and I had wrote this down. And Jazz, I know you don't know much about the Bible. I personally know that because you thought that we came from apes. Let that sink in, okay? Let that marinate. Well, but people come in certain forms I like to call Satan. They want to steal, destroy, and kill. Look at your refrigerator. You don't believe me? Look at your refrigerator. I don't know who did it, but I would say that you wouldn't have done it if you were solo. There would be no reason why you would have done it unless you're mad at the kid. But personally, you wouldn't have done it because you know that will cost you money. This man will destroy anything. Okay? Let that sink in. Kill. Look how this man is killing your channel. You don't do anything for yourself. Look around how your channel is looking. You haven't reached no more than 5K, maybe less of views, and you're 50,000 subscribers. Let that sink in. Don't you think this man is trying to kill your channel or kill everything that you touch? Okay. And we're not gonna talk about the stealing, y'all. We see why Chris can't go to your mama's house. Okay. Did Chris steal that what's that called? Did Chris steal your that $400 off your credit card that you try to blame on the twins? Yeah. And I just want to ask this one question, Jazz. Where is that bike? Where's that bike at? I would assume that you would have the bike and the treadmill like together, and and you start going to like Five Below, getting you the mat and getting you the dumbbells and all that stuff. Where is that bike? Where is your pressure machine? Where is the steam press? Where's your label thing? Where's your humidifiers? Where are they? I know you should have like a whole garage full of that air clean thing. Humidifiers, where are they? Did Chris force you to put it in the pawn shop so he can feel like a man with a couple of bucks in his pocket? And your kids got to share a 20-piece nugget. Make that make sense. I'm trying to understand, where's your bike at? And don't say the kids broke it. Where's the bike? You on that treadmill like you doing something. I'm like, okay, she was on a live recently and she was on the treadmill, like she got on there like she was about to really do some miles on that treadmill, y'all. Y'all seen that? And then she was off on that about 17 minutes. Chris told you not to get your ass on there. He was like, he said he won't pawn it. Be careful of how you're losing yourself and losing stuff around you. These promotions supposed to help and not like build you, but help to make your life a little bit easy for whatever reason. You're supposed to be gaining something out of these promos. Unless you have to turn it back in and I saw that tree sitting on that concrete. Like, girl, you can't go to Walmart and get you a tree bag. You can't go and get your tree bag. That don't even make any sense. But y'all, I just want to help you out. Okay, this is just me. I'm gonna try to help you out. Okay, so these are. Oh yes, by the way, Jazz, I love how you made a fake account for Chris, so you could trick Medusa in sending you messages instead of clever. You are a clever person. I just realized that Jazz dig on her thing talking about y'all don't accept any friend requests from this person because it's an imposter. Jazz, that was you. You were trying to trick Medusa, like you don't send Medusa an email. Jazz, I knew you was crazy, but girl, you are too crazy for your own good. I know you tricked her. All right, so Jazz, these are some stuff I need you to do at the end of January. I need you to have a mukbang with you and Chris. Now, I would like to see this. I would love to see this. Have a mukbang with you and Chris because y'all go out to eat a lot. So it's time for y'all to have a mukbang. It's okay. Prissy P has space. Okay. We can watch Prissy P eat. We can watch you eat. Okay. So I need to see you and Chris eat eating at an all you can eat at a Chinese buffet within 20 minutes. Eat all the food in within 20 minutes or get kicked out. That is a cute thing. I would love to see that. Okay. Hold on. You you know what? No, that's more like a brandy. And to be honest with you, Medusa does. She is starting to. She seems like she likes to bother her, but that's more like that song of Monica and Brandy. That boy is mine. You know, Jazz over there singing. What is that group? I never can pronounce it. I know it. It's like everybody's first initials. Mon Key Stuff. Monkey Stuff. Okay. He's mine. You may have had him once, but I got him all the time. That's what it reminds me. Jazz be in there singing to herself. He's mine. Y'all need to stop playing. Jazz. Okay. Um, Jazz, have Chris do your taxes. Okay, I would love to see him working on your taxes. If Chris don't work, don't be having that man sitting at the house yawning in your videos. Okay, just don't have it. All right, and start a beef with somebody that makes have more subscribers than you. You will. Okay, Bella, I'm gonna say this. I'm not going to insinuate any SA over there, but with that last live that Jazz did, I can understand why those bumps in that mouth, y'all. All right. Whatever he was scratching, he was touching with those hands. Like he could probably been handing her the fork that he touched because he seems like he does that often. Like he had no clue to like, oh shoot, I'm looking at the camera. You know, he had no, you know what, y'all, when he, oh, I gotta go. When he left, he lifted his shirt up. He was so comfortable with that belly hanging. Girl, I could not stop laughing. It's how he looked at the camera. He leaned back and he on his belly. Like, boy, you 8 months pregnant. If you don't slow down with that belly. But I would personally say with if that's like an infection or some type of fungus or whatever it is, I know that it's probably, I'm not insinuating SA, but I'm insinuating bad hygiene over there. Y'all, I'm just being honest. And that's very believable. Chris seemed like the type he'll put his hands in his balls and taste the ribs with his finger. And then, for you know it, ball juice is on those ribs. And poor baby gets the ball juice rib. She's contaminated with that one rib that he put his finger in. Okay. So y'all, I just really think it's hygiene. But Jazz, and I wanted to say this. Y'all, I understand if y'all Chrissy's fans, but I have to say this. These ladies are too damn old to still insinuate that they're pregnant or they're getting pregnant. Come on now. When I seen that title that Chrissy had, I thought automatically like, bitch, you just took a picture of him like last week. Bitch, let me find out you dashiki. Okay. Y'all remember dashiki in that movie? She's talking about after he finished, talking about, I gotta tell you something. I'm pregnant. Girl, let it marinate. Okay. I don't know if you are, good wishes all the way around. But you too old to have these clickbaits. I'm sorry. I know y'all Chrissy fans out there, but she's too damn old. You're 30 some years old. Let it go. If you can get pregnant, you can get pregnant. You can't. But I will try my best to do a peach video tonight. If I can, I'll come back tomorrow. But in the meantime, y'all have a lovely what's the night? Thursday night? Have a lovely Thursday night. If y'all don't feel like cooking, y'all go ahead. It's okay. Go ahead. I just want to say I saw that today and I was so disgusted. I'm like, girl, you 30 some years old talking about your first trimester. Bitch, you shouldn't even be worried about first trimesters. I'm sorry. And number one, if you're pregnant and everybody knows that you don't take bubble baths on your first trimester. I just want to let anybody know that. I know some people might say, but Epic salt you don't use when you're pregnant. I don't know. I was always told, even though I always wanted to sit in a tub from so on, they said do not sit in the tub, don't bathe in the tub. That's a way of having an early miscarriage. But I'm not no doctor. But my wise tale told me, the lady that told me not to name a child after 5 days also told me that, don't go out in public after 6 months. I did not do that. Okay. They told me that. Okay. So I live by that. But yeah, Chrissy, you got 9 kids. Come on now. I know you know pregnancy do's and don'ts. Okay. And Jazz was sitting there drinking wine, talking about, did she insinuate? Y'all, I wish I could drink a glass of wine. Well, shit, if y'all stop drinking it up like it's malt liquor, y'all have some wine to do. But y'all have a lovely evening. I got to go. Bye.